Hello, my name is Rachel. Today we're gonna do Power Hour 3 with Timmy and Jimmy. Yes! Well, the question is, if this movie any good out of the last two sequels? The first one was, the second one like, whoa, that was shocking. That was whoa, like whoa. Now, the third one was in between the first one and the second one. I mean, that story was more like it was good enough. That was basically the whole main movie. It's good enough. And this one, the whole idea is Jimmy and Timmy become best friends and do stuff. That's it. That's the idea of the movie. That was brilliant. I feel like someone threw in the trash. Like, what sticks? Darn it! Here it goes again. Here's it goes again. Yeah! That's the idea! Let's find out what it says. Let's read what it says. This is the last choice. There will be. Let's help be friends, be safe, don't do anything original, just go to do stupid stuff. It makes sense. Woo! And let's find out the third movie. The third movie was original. I like this. I can see how they practiced this idea. That was warming up to it. It's almost there. It's getting up the hill. It's just, but it somehow falls apart halfway. You explain myself later on. I mean, halfway. It's the villain, but that's the one of the big issues that kind of drives me nuts. Like, but what's more, I cannot complain because this is a TV movie. So they kind of didn't have to impress anyone, even with the company or fans, because what's more, listen to me. It's a TV movie. Yeah, it's true, but the second one was so great. Why they did this? Almost forgot my time. I'm professional with my time. Why? Woo! The third one was interesting because they figured out what to do now, because the first one and the second one was bad, the second one was fun and creative, and the first one was interesting. They decided to combine these two ideas to make it a better third movie, but at the same time they didn't know how to do better, because once more they really didn't have any issues, because the second one actually defines that together they're very powerful. So that's the whole idea of the third one. The third one was Jimmy kind of got bored trying to go to Jimmy's world, and they did realize what we're gonna do together. Well, take out villains, duh! I mean, that's a simple idea, and it looks so fun. The only problem is, they are too powerful. No one can actually challenge them. None of their own villains and their old worlds never could challenge Timmy and Jimmy together. So they decided that one great idea is create a villain. The only problem is, this new villain, it was not very good. Not because he's not powerful, he is completely powerful. In fact, it was accidental. They were writing a list of what a villain should have, and they accidentally misspelled a wrong word. Could instead be beatable. They decided to be adaptable. And adaptable, that means they can bring fire, he becomes fire. So they couldn't actually defeat him. But the only problem is, the villain doesn't have a lack of motivation. I mean, the villain, you have dozens of good villains in Timmy's world, and you have a decent villains in Jimmy's world. But all of them at least have a motivation or certain charm, some soul they have to understand who they are. And this villain, what's more, misfire, Frankenstein idea, they had something. Why? Leave me alone. Woof, they try to make it charming and fun, but it's more like kind of a young child doesn't know what to do himself, trying to follow a big brother. And this is basically the villain. He's kind of like a little kid with superpowers. But he is a very threatening character. He's very dominant, but once more, he wasn't entertaining, charming, or anything. He wasn't a crocker. He wasn't evil Jimmy. He wasn't anything that fascinating evil villain. I mean, his creation was entertaining and interesting, but itself and as a character, he was kind of annoying. In fact, if you don't have an interesting villain, you have to have interesting chemistry about both characters. But the only problem is, not really. It kind of stepped back by character-wise. Now, characters, ooh, they never change. I understand this is based on the TV series, both of them, and they have this certain traits, but Jimmy stays Jimmy and Timmy stays Timmy, and they don't never develop, never learn something, but that's the joke. That's the reason why the show keeps going on, so they don't need to develop that much. But this is a movie. You need to, this is the third movie. And they were okay friends, but not great ones. They don't feel like they are known years. That's one of the main issues. That you need chemistry for the characters, especially all the relations they have during both worlds. How they act to their parents, their friends. They're treating like trash. I mean, you're trash to me. Be gone, be gone. And I like it if they made it sarcastic or originally awful. But no, they never did it. Just huge assholes. They feel that powerful together. They were so buff, strong. You don't need no one, man. I don't need you. No, they do that, but you don't like them. You feel they would step back, and that's one of the biggest issues. One next to them, you're a villain. It collapses on halfway of the series. Just collapses. I mean, besides the animation, the only thing is good about this series is halfway. It's frustrating, man. Frustrating. Yes, I'm kind of weird. Woo-hoo. One of the main issues why the villain fails is one thing is he doesn't have a motivation. He doesn't have that glorious "I'm the villain." I mean, it has this kind of complex Frankenstein kind of figured out why, but they never use it. Like why I'm existed, why my purpose. It kind of dodged the idea. It feels like they wanted to use the idea, but they didn't know how to present it. They didn't know how to execute it. It just feels they wanted to do something with this character. They did. I mean, the creative idea of this two guys creating a single being to fight. It was a really brilliant idea. It's just the intensity that you know you have a good idea, you didn't use it. Why? You give me something so precious, great idea, you don't use it. No motivation. Why you should care about this character? Why? Maybe I'm just a little bit too wound up, too much coffee. Coffee. Sorry, this movie kind of winds me up a tad too much sometimes. I mean, the first one didn't piss me off that much. The second one was impressive. The third one was, yeah. What happened? But the simple one thing you watch this series is the art. I mean, like all the three movies is setting up how the art, how complement each other, separating the own world characters and all the different worlds, and to see how they all designed the different world. They made it interesting. The third one went beyond amazing, and they decided to switch 2D animation and CGI animation in the same time. Yeah, I said before, CG and animation, no more animation like 2 or 3D, usually are not very good friends. It's just not a good blend. This one kind of made it work. It's one of the rare moments that actually the artists tried really hard the animation, and it shows. It shows how much dedication they made to this third movie. Sadly, the movie wasn't that strong. Now, my conclusion of this movie, this last trilogy film, it was, I don't know. I mean, they have the thought, they have the passion, they have the good characters, animation. It just went south. I mean, deep south. It just, damn. What happened, guys? I understand maybe they were rushed, but something that just doesn't feel epic. I mean, you could see the second one happen that was actually kind of impressive, and this one, what happened is just. This is my conclusion. If you have to see this movie, watch the second one first, watch the third one second, and the first, if you want to, it's not mandatory, watch last. It's one of those like, yeah, don't watch the first one, but the third one was worth watching, yes. If you're a fan, definitely. Now, my rating on this series, I have to give it a 6 out of 10. It was kind of hard to watch. This good idea went straight to hell. It's one of those like, damn it, they had a good idea. But once more, you can't judge anything on these films. It's just what they are, how you feel like it, and you enjoy them. Now, last thing to say is, if you want to see my rest of all the videos, all the first, second, all the TV series of Jimmy Neutron, you'll be search the videos right here, I think, I don't know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and bye. Bye!